All right, we're going to talk about the pipeline, and I want you to think of the how water lines work. You've got a general large body of water that's going to be pushed out to a city or an area, and then it goes into some pipes, and those pipes just continue to get smaller and smaller till they actually reach, say, your faucet in your house, and then it's just a little tiny pipe in perspective and a little bit of water coming out of it. That's the principle here with Splunk. They use piping to take the giant source, which would be all of the indexes, and to bring you back the results that you can work with. And the very first filtering pipelining is the video we talked about filtering and bringing back using index and source type and filtering to the left so that you start with a smaller, you don't pull the entire every bit of data that's ever been indexed. But we're going to show you some examples of some piping here. So if I go index equals L.A.M.E training, source type equals Corelight, sorry, L.A.M.E con, and then I'm just going to go grab all of the events. We'll flip this open to a much bigger time period. I can do an rename. So let's say I don't like this field app. Notice app here. I don't like it. So I'm just going to rename app as application. When I run that, notice it does not change the raw value, but I no longer have app here. I no longer have the field app here. It's application. So if I want to manipulate those fields, I can now use the word application. And so that is an example of it. I can also do stats count by dest IP. That's another field. So we have this data that's piped into here, that's then piped into here. And then I can do a sort command by count. And then I could do another pipe where I do search count, we'll go where count is greater than 30. Let's go less than 30, so because the fields we're showing right now are greater than 30. So we'll do this route. And now we only get back those lesser fields. And so you can continue. Splunk just gives you layers upon layers upon layers. And so all of these commands that we're going to keep talking about and addressing, they work to help pipe, and you just move from one pipe to the next pipe to the next pipe. It makes for a very easy method of debugging. And I'll tell you, if you ever see a large Splunk script, the first thing you want to do if you want to understand it is you just strip off the very last pipe and you run it. And then you run the next one. You strip the next part off, the strip next part off, the next part off. And that's the best way of trying to understand what's going on, is just to take the last pipe, remove it. Take the last pipe, remove it, and just focus on one piece at a time. I hope this helps you as you take your journey from being a L.A.M.E analyst to a Splunk ninja.